Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale and his eye was odd. He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter were heard of again. He trod a path that few have trod, did Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
He kept a shop in London town, of fancy clients and good renown. And what if none of their souls were saved? They went to their maker impeccably shaved. By Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Swing your razor wide, Sweeney, hold it to the skies. Freely flows the blood of those who
die. His needs were few, his room was bare, a love, a bow, and a fancy chair. A mug of suds and a leather strap, an apron, a towel, a pail, and a mop.
For neatness he deserved a nod. It's Sweeney Todd,
the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Inconspicuous Sweeney was, quick and quiet and clean. He was back with his smile under his word. Sweeney heard music that nobody heard. Sweeney buttered and Sweeney bled like a perfect machine. He flashed.
Sweeney was smooth, Sweeney was subtle, Sweeney would blink and rats would scuttle. Sweeney was Sweeney, he was Sweeney would quiet and nights was never. Sweeney was Sweeney, he was Sweeney, he was Sweeney, he was Sweeney, he was Sweeney, Sweeney, Sweeney,
Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd.
Attend the tale of Sweeney Todd.
He served a dark and a vengeful God.
He served a dark and a vengeful God.
What happened then? Well, that's the play, and he wouldn't want us to give it away. Not Sweeney.
Not Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street.
Sailed the world, beheld its wonders, from the Dardanelles to the mountains of Peru. But there's no place like London. I feel home again. I could hear the city bells ring, whatever I would do. No, there's no place like London. Mr. Todd, sir?
You are young. Life has been kind to you. You will learn. So, Anthony, it is here we go our several ways. Farewell. I shall not soon forget the good ship Bountiful, nor the young man who saved my life. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it, and its morals aren't worth what a pig could spit, and it goes by the name of London. At the top of the hole sit the privileged few, making mock of the vermin in the lower zoo, turning beauty into filth and greed. I, too, have sailed the world and seen its wonders, for the cruelty of men is as wondrous as Peru. But there's no place like London.
was a ghost. Half a minute, can't you sit you down, sit. All I meant is that I haven't seen a customer for weeks. Did you come in for a pie, sir? Do forgive me if my head's a little fake. Ugh, what is that? But you think we have the plague? From the way that people keep affording, no you don't. Heaven knows I try, sir. Ugh, but there's no one comes in even to inhale. Right you are, sir, would you like a drop of ale? Mind you, I can't hardly blame them. These are probably the worst pies in London. I know why nobody cares to take them. I should know, I make them, but good now. The worst pies in London. Even that's polite, the worst pies in London. If you doubt it, take a bite. Is that just disgusting? You have to concede it. It's nothing but trusting. You drink this, you'll need it. The worst pies in London. And no wonder with the price of meat what it is. When you get it, never thought I'd live to see the day. Men would think it was a treat finding poor animals what are dying in the street. Mrs. Mooney has a pie shop, does a business, but I've noticed something weird. Lately all the neighbours' cats have disappeared. I've to hand it to her, what I calls enterprise. Popping pussies into pies wouldn't do in my shop. Just the thought of it's enough to make you sick. And I'm telling you, them pussycats is quick. Now denying times is hard, sir. Even harder than the worst pies in London. Only lard and nothing more is than just revolting. All greasy and gritty. It looks like it's molting and tastes like, well, pity. A woman alone with limited wind. And the worst pies in London. Ah, sir, times is hard, times is hard.
Isn't that a room up there over the pie shop? If times are so hard, why don't you rent it out? That should bring in something.
Up there? Oh, no one will go near it. People think it's haunted. You see, years ago, something happened up there. Something not very nice. There was a barber and his wife, and he was beautiful. A proper artist with a knife, but they transported him for life, and he was beautiful. Barker, his name was Benjamin Barker.
Transported? What was his crime?
Foolishness. He had this wife, you see. Pretty little thing, silly little nit, had a chance for the moon on a string. Poor thing. Poor thing. There were these two, you see. Wanted to like mad. One of them a judge, t'other one is Beadle. Every day they'd nudge and they'd wheedle, but she wouldn't budge from her needle. Too bad, pure thing. So they merely shipped the poor blighter off south they did, leaving her with nothing but grief and a year-old kid. Did she use a hand even then? Oh no, God forbid. Poor fool. Ah, but there was worse yet to come. Poor thing. Joanna. That was the child's name, pretty little Joanna.
Go on.
My, you do like a good story, don't you? Well, Beadle calls on her all polite. Poor thing, poor thing. The judge, he tells her he's all contrite. He blames himself for a dreadful plight. She must come straight to his house tonight. Poor thing, poor thing. Of course, when she goes there, poor thing, they're having this ball all in masks. There's no one she knows there, poor dear, poor thing. She wanders tormented and drinks, poor thing. The judge has repented, she thinks, poor thing. Oh, where is Judge Turpin, she asks. He was there all right, only not so contrite. She wasn't no match for such craft, you see, and everyone thought it so droll. They figured she had to be daft, you see, so all of them stood there and laughed, you see. Poor soul, poor thing.
Would no one have mercy on her?
So it is you, Benjamin Barker.
Greenfinch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird, how is it you sing? How can you jubilate, sitting in cages, never taking wing? Outside the skyways, beckoning, beckoning, just beyond the bars. How can you remain staring at the rain, burdened by the stars? How is it you sing anything? How is it you sing? My cage has many rooms, damask and dark. Nothing there sings, not even my lark. Larks never will you know when they're captive. Teach me to be more adaptive. Greenfinch and linnet bird, nightingale, blackbird, teach me how to sing. If I cannot fly, let me sing.
Well, you know me, bright ideas just pop into my head and I keep thinking. Seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame, what's his name as? Has, nor it can't be traced. Business needs a lift, debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. No? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it.
Huh.
Good you got it. Take for instance Mrs. Mooney and a pie shop. Business never better using only pussycats and toast. And a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, what a charming notion,
Well,
eminently
it
practical
does
and
seem
yet appropriate
a
as always. Mrs. Lovett, how I've lived
It's an
without you all these
idea.
years, I'll never know.
Think
How
about it. Lots of other
delectable.
gentlemen will soon be coming for a shave. Won't they? Think
How
of
choice,
all
how
their
rare. Oh,
pies.
what's the sound of the world out there?
What, Mr. Todd? What, Mr. Todd? What is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it in here? Ah, these are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett. And desperate measures must be taken.
Here we are now, hot out of the oven.
What is that?
It's priest. Have a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't commit sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's at.
Haven't you got poet or something like that?
Now you see the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly. Not as hearty as bishop, perhaps, but then not as bland as curate either.
Good for business too. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it on Sundays. Lawyer's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Order something else though to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Have you any dean?
No, but if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean, though of course it tastes of wherever it's been. Try the fryer, fry the dryer.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
An actor that's compactor.
Yes, and always arrives overdone. I'll come again when you have judge on the menu. Have charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
High-born and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone, meaning anyone, and to anyone at all.
Mr. Todd?
No one here. Where is this Mr. Todd?
No matter, he'll be back in a moment, for I trust him as I trust my right arm. Now, wait for him here, and I'll return with the coach in less than half an hour.
They are after us still. What if they should trace us here? Oh, Anthony, please, let me come with you.
No, my darling, there's no safety for you on the street.
But dressed in these sailors' clothes, who is to know it is I?
No, the risk is too great. Ah, miss, look at me, miss, oh, look at me, please. Oh, favor me with your glance. Ah, miss, soon we'll be gone and sailing the seas, and happily wed in France. And we'll sail the world and see its wonders, from the pearl to Spain to the rubies of Tibet, and then come home to London someday. And I'll be back before those lips have time to lose that smile.
What are you doing here?
Oh, evil is here, sir. The stink of evil. From below, from her.
Out of here, woman!
Oh, she's the devil's wife. Oh, beware, sir. Beware of her. She, with no pity in her heart.
Out, I say!
Hey, don't I know you,
Mr. Todd,
Mr.
The judge. I have no time.
Where is the girl?
Below, Your Honor, with my neighbor, Mrs. Lovett. Thank heavens the sailor did not molest her. Thank heavens, too, she has seen the error of her ways.
She has.
Oh, yes, sir, your lesson was well learned. She speaks only of you, longing for forgiveness.
And she shall have it. She'll be here soon, you say?
Shh! I think I hear her now.
Oh, excellent, my friend.
Is that her dainty footstep on the stair?
I hear nothing.
Yes, isn't that her shadow on the wall?
Where?
There. Primping, making herself even prettier than usual, if possible.
Oh, pretty women.
Pretty women, yes.
Hey, quickly, sir, a splash of bay rum.
Sit, sir, sit.
Joanna, Joanna.
Pretty women.
Hurry, man.
Pretty women are wonderful.
You're in merry mood again today,
Pretty
Mr.
women.
Todd.
What we do for pretty women. Blowing out their candles, combing out their hair. Even when they leave, they still are there. There.
How seldom it is one meets a fellow spirit.
With fellow taste in women, at least.
What? What's that?
Oh, sir, no doubt the years have changed me. But then perhaps the face of a barber, the face of a prisoner in the dock is not particularly memorable.
Benjamin Barker!
Benjamin Barker! Rest now forever. Sleep now the untroubled sleep of the angels.
Lift your razor high, screaming, hear it singing, yes. Sing it in the rosy skin of righteousness.
Die! Die! God in heaven, die! You? Can it be? All the demons in hell are sent to torment me. Quick, into the oven with her.
Why did you scream? Does the judge live still?
He was clutching, holding onto me dress, but now he's finished.
No, don't worry about them. Open the oven doors.
No!
Open the doors, I say!
No, don't go near her!
What's the matter with you, woman? It's only a silly old beggar. Oh no! Oh my God. Don't I know you, she said. You knew she lived. From the moment I came into your shop, you knew my Lucy lived.
I was only thinking of you.
Lucy.
Your Lucy. A crazy hag, picking bones and rotten spuds out of alley ash cans. Would you have wanted to know that she ended up like that?
You lied to me.
No, not lied at all. No, I never lied. Said you did the poison, she did. Never said that she died. Poor thing, she lived but another week in life. Or she for months was just lie there in bed. Should have been in hospital, wound up in bedlam instead. Poor thing, but it didn't think she was dead. Yes, I like her, I love you. I've been twice the wife that he was, but I love you.
What have I done?
Mrs.
Lovett, you're a bloody wonder, eminently practical and yet appropriate as always. As you said repeatedly, there's little point in dwelling on the past. No, come here, my love.
I swear I thought was only
Not
for
a
the
thing
best.
to fear, my love. What's dead is dead. The history of the world, my pet,
Oh, Mr. Todd, leave it to me.
is learn forgiveness and try to
By
forget.
the sea, Mr. Todd will be comfy cozy by the sea, Mr. Todd, where there's no one nosy.
And life is for the alive, my dear. So let's keep living it. Just keep living it. Really living it.
his wife, and she was beautiful. A foolish barber and his wife. She was his reason and his life, and she was beautiful, and she was virtuous, and he was